Hello, beautiful people. Something that I think that Marvel Rivals could do that would be really, really cool to see would be crossovers. Now, in the comics, they do it a lot. Probably the most popular ones are the crossovers with DC, such as the recent Deadpool and Batman crossover and the relevant spin-offs, and then also previously some crossovers with Spider-Man and Superman. These ones here are incredible, but they are not going to be the focus of today. I'm going to come up with a couple of niche crossovers that potentially some of you wouldn't have known, and hopefully NetEase picks up on, because I think any of these, if they do a single one of these, I will do something crazy. Let me know in the comments below what I should do. There's no chance that any of these get in, but if they do, NetEase, you know ball, and you are goated. Okay, so we're not going to include Batman or Superman, as cool as they would be. I think they're too mainstream. I don't think they're too mainstream. I just think that Paramount, because now DC is owned by Paramount, I don't think that they will let it happen. I think they will be like, no, we're going to funnel $1 billion into a competitor for Marvel Rivals, and it will never come out. Same thing happened with multiverses. They funneled so much money into it, and it just never came to be. I think that Paramount is too much of a sore loser, and they will not let it happen. They won't let it happen no matter what. Okay, so first one, numero uno. It's Eminem. Put Eminem in the game, NetEase, you cowards. You cowards, bro. Put him in the game. Put Slim Shady in. This is from a single issue comic in, when was it? It would have been mid-2000s. It is between the Punisher and Eminem. It was only a single issue that ever got released. It was meant to be a series of 2, but it got cancelled. This was to promote Eminem's album Relapse. It was Relapse. That was the album. It is a very, very funny. Just this image alone should be enough to sell you on it. But if you don't need any more, like, could you imagine the alt lines? Could you imagine the alt lines and it's just different versions of Slim Shady? I would love Eminem in Marvel Rivals. It'll never happen, but please, NetEase. It would be so funny. Next one, I'm not sure how many people know about this, but Attack on Titan. A lot of the people that show up in the live streams, in my live streams on Twitch and TikTok, love Attack on Titan, and I am one of those people. Attack on Titan is my AOT is my GAOT. You know what I'm saying? My goat. It is so good. This was actually a collaboration that happened in 2014. So it was before the manga actually finished, which is very, very, very interesting because it's like, obviously there's not too many story beats in this. It's more of just like, oh my god, this is so cool. My favorite manga and my favorite comic book are crossing over. If they added Eren Yeager or Levi Ackerman in Marvel Rivals, I think I would have to sacrifice myself to NetEase. If I'm being honest with you, ritual sacrifice would happen live on the Lockheed channel. So NetEase, if you want me to be sacrificed, just hit me up. Let me know beforehand. I'll get all the stuff ready. Even just for these cover arts, it's so tough. It's so tough. I need to read these because they are so cool. Like, just seeing, this is an official image. This is an official image, gang. This is crazy. Okay, moving on. Now, you know how before I said we wouldn't do DC? This is technically, we're scooching around. We're scooching around, okay? Have you guys heard of Amalgam Comics? Amalgam Comics was a collaboration between Marvel and DC, which basically they just fused a bunch of their characters in this own universe. It is a universe that is canonical to both DC and Marvel's multiverses, and there is a bunch of interesting characters that come out of it. There is Super Soldier, Superman, and Captain America. There is Speed Demon, which, in my opinion, is possibly one of the best collaboration names. This is an amalgamation of the Flash and Ghost Rider. Then we have Iron Lantern, $10 if you can guess who this is an amalgamation of. Then we also have Spider-Boy, which Superboy was very popular at the time. It was sort of outselling Superman, I believe. And Spider-Man, obviously, Marvel's golden child. good choice. Then I think this one is probably the most likely that would get added in. Dark Claw. Now this is a fusion of Wolverine and Batman, and I'm not sure if it has it on here, but also there was a fusion of Sabretooth and the Joker, and it's really cool. It's really, really cool. Another one that they could add, if it was for a season, the villain could be Thanos-side, which is so funny because it really just looks like Darkseid. And then another one, Doctor Strange Fate, because it's such a tough name. Any of these, if they picked any of these, oh my goodness, it would be so cool. Don't lie to me. Don't look me in my eyes and lie to me and tell me that you wouldn't buy every single skin. You wouldn't buy a Doctor Strange Fate skin for Doctor Strange. You wouldn't buy a Iron Lantern or a Spider-Boy. You wouldn't buy a Spider-Boy skin for Spider-Man or an Iron Lantern skin. There's no way you wouldn't. You wouldn't buy a Speed Demon skin for Ghost Rider when he comes out. You wouldn't buy a Super Soldier skin. You would, I would, it's fine. This is a safe place. It's okay. Now the next one, if you know anything about me, or if you have eyes and look in the background of any of my videos, you would know that I am a bit of a fan of a certain transforming guy. If we have a look back here, that's my goat Optimus Prime over there. If Marvel did a collaboration, oh my god, I would sell my kidneys to buy every single skin. They did a collaboration with Overwatch Transformers, please, for the love of God, give me a Optimus Prime skin in this game. I don't care if it's for who's my least favorite character in Marvel Rivals. I don't care if the Punisher was Optimus Prime skin. I would become whoever it is main. This is such a cool thing to have, because going back to the Transformers comics origins, in this Spider-Man's in this early on. Spider-Man's in this like early on in the Transformers comic run. That's because Marvel actually published the Transformers comic for a while. So for a couple of issues, Spider-Man in the black suit, before that was Venom, actually showed up, and it was really, really cool. I won't find it here because it's true. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro, is the source, and also this book. So please, oh my god, NetEase, I would do horrible, horrible things for an Optimus Prime skin. Even if this is possibly one of the worst covers I have ever seen in my entire life. Who is that, bro? That's not Wolverine, gang. What are we doing? I think that even though that's one of the worst covers, the other ones make up for it. Dude, this is so tough. Don't lie to me and tell me this isn't tough. Don't do that. Now, we're on to our last two. Invincible. This is so relevant. Invincible is currently one of the most popular shows in the world, with good reason. It's fantastic. The new season is starting off very, very well. I'm very excited to see how it goes and how everything is explained. Now, if you were to watch Invincible, you might think that it was kind of weird that they had that episode where there was a character that was really like Spider-Man, and it was voiced by one of the Spider-Man voice actors. Now, sit down. If you're not a comic fan, or not if you don't read the comics, you may not know that was actually in the comics Spider-Man. When he went to that other dimension and fought that person that looked like Dr. Octopus, and he sounded like Spider-Man, and he sort of, right before he grabbed the Fortnite gun, that character is in place of where this team up took place. So I feel like it should. Come on, guys. Come on. You guys can work together on this one. Pay back. I think that it not being Spider-Man is a bit of a in my opinions, I think if Marvel had have worked well with Amazon Prime or whoever the parent studio of Amazon Prime is, if they worked together and somehow got Spider-Man in that show, it would have been amazing. But the next best thing is to put him in Marvel Rivals. Please put Invincible in Marvel Rivals, because then you have your Superman analog before you can put Sentry in. And I think that would be cool. Or Hyperion, I don't know how they do it. Now this last one, I've saved the weirdest for last. It's going to require some lore, okay? You guys are gonna have to listen for a second. I'm gonna have to tell you a little story. This is called the Deadpool Kills series. Now it starts off with Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. This is a series in which Deadpool goes insane. He gets another voice in his head, he goes insane, and he's set hellbent on killing every single Marvel character. Okay? Now that's kind of normal. Then in the next series, he breaks out of the Marvel universe. It is very fourth wall breaking. If you like meta stuff, this is very, very, very meta. Okay? So he then goes and he leaves the comic book and kills the writers of the characters. This spoilers, by the way, spoilers. Then after that, after he has left and killed all of the writers of the comic book that he's in, he then realizes that these superheroes, they are not actually original pieces. They are inspired by previous authors. Okay, now stay with me. This means that Deadpool goes back in time in history, kills Moby Dick and a bunch of different other characters that inspired the creation of Marvel characters. Okay, let's go through them. We've got Brides of Dracula, Count Dracula, Headless Horseman. We've got Beowulf. We've got Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes. We've got Captain Ahab. We've got The Little Mermaid. We've got Mowgli and Baloo from the Jungle Book. We've got Captain Nemo. We've got a bunch of, who's it? Igor, Victor Frankenstein, The Ghost of Christmas, Ebenezer Scrooge, and then, yeah, just so many other characters. This is such a strange and weird comic book, but it is low-key very, very interesting, very meta. I personally think it's a bit too over the top at times, but that's just me. I think that it would be insane for any of these characters to get in, and I would love NetEase to do it. It would be so much fun. Anyway, that's going to be it, beautiful people. Let me know which niche, because I've definitely missed out on some. There's nearly 100 years of stories here, and I definitely have missed out on some. So, leave what you would want them to collaborate with below, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, beautiful people.